I like it. Hey y'all, APG Jamie here, and today brings us hashtag third Sunday prompt. Mind your P's and Q's. So it's an old saying, and most of us have understood that it meant, be on your best behavior, have good manners, that kind of thing. When I went to, check out really what it was supposed to be, there's a possibility that it refers to pints and quarts, the amount of beer typically that was served in pubs way back in the day in England even. And, pints and quarts, P's and Q's. And I've kind of thought about this, okay? I thought, well, maybe it has to do with the actual letters, P's and Q's. Because, they're kind of close to each other in the alphabet. And one's got their tail on one side and one's got their tail on the other side with a little hook on the end. They could kind of confusing sometimes. It's like a B and a D. They can be kind of, especially when you die cutting, y'all. Do y'all know that? When you're die cutting, it's like, oh my gosh, is that a P or is that a Q? Yeah. Anyway, I went with weights and measures. And besides, that gave me an excellent opportunity to use these, some of these fun Tim Holtz stamps sets. Okay. Oh, there's a list of ingredients in the description box below. There may even be links to some other participants in Third Sunday Prompt. Okay. It's an open collab. Okay. So we've stamped out our guy, and I decided to do some color pencil on him. I mean, because it's showing up much better in the camera than it was in real life at the time. So that's, what I'm doing. And I put red pencil on a tie, and then I thought, well, that's not showing up so red. So I went ahead and put red marker over it. We used a red or yellow marker to make, gold emblems on there. And now I'm making his glasses silver with a gel pen, which I didn't put on the list of ingredients. But, I just told you that's what I'm using. So, And I thought, well, his glasses need glass in them. So I thought, well, what better thing to use than glossy accents? Well, actually, I kind of thought about using diamond glaze. But I'm like, no, glossy accents. That'll do. So we got him over there drying. And we're making 2 tags. So you might want to leave a comment. Okay, just saying, it may be in your interest, if you're interested, to leave a comment. Okay. 18 years old, please. And so I'm stamping on the tag. I've already colored the whole reinforcement on these tags. I didn't realize I wasn't recording, so I went over them with what I thought was a red marker, but it was an orangey marker, and then I went over it with red, and it made this interesting color, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, I like it. So anyway, so we're stamping out some different things, and we will be fussy cutting some different things. And I tried that with the yellow ink, and I'm like, no, I don't like that. Let's try, well, I liked it, but it's not what I was looking for, I guess. So I thought, well, we'll stamp it with black ink on yellow card. And these are new pieces of cardstock. I actually had to get out new pieces of cardstock, not scraps. I know, weird, but we did. And I'm like, yeah, I like that. That's making me happy. So we're going to use our trimmer and cut stuff to size, more or less. You don't necessarily see everything. Video is sped up. Some parts are in hyper speed, and some are just in mediocre speed. Okay? And I started to cut it there, and I'm like, well, is that in the middle? Because I'm making 2, so I need, half of everything pert near, almost, sorta. So now we're gonna stamp that gear. It's not a gear, a gauge. My bad. It's a gauge, y'all. It's gauging, engaging. Anyway, weights and measures. That's that's what's going through my head. So that's what I'm going with. Weights and measures. I know I've said it 5 times. No, I wasn't counting, were you? So we're stamping that out with red vermilion archivals. One of my favorite inks. Oh, I do like the Distress Oxide inks too, though. So just saying. And putting that one back. And, well, what are we going to do? I'm like, yeah, I want a little something else on the tag. So now we're going to stamp this partial number thing. I don't even know what these things are called, y'all. Well, they're stamps. You don't, I can hear you. They're stamps, APG. They're stamps. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure they have a specific name. I got a book over here on the bookcase that actually tells me the names of different things for like when you're writing stories and poems, so you get your scene set up with the correct terminology, because some people are freaky about that. And what I mean by freaky about that is some of us had pet peeves about what something's called, okay? Like a button. All right, anyway. Or Matin. So, like I got room to talk about pronunciations. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use that little measurement ruler thing anyway, because, maybe. I'll probably will. Spoiler alert, I will. Okay? And here's some of that ultra hyperspeed. I do not cut anywhere near this fast. And if I had realized I had a die over there, a circle die, I would have used it instead of fussy cutting it out like this, because I would have ended up with a way smoother edge. Now I do ink around stuff, and you see some of it, and some of it you will not see. But just know that stuff is inked around, okay? Okay. It may not look like it's hyperspeed, but it is hyperspeed. So now I've got these alphabets, and I just want the P's and Q's, okay? Because that's our prompt, P's and Q's. And I thought, well, I want a strip of those in, the red, the blue, and the yeller. And it is yeller. And so I'm like, yeah, I can do that. I can just do it like this. I can put my ink on there and cover it up and stamp it out. And it wasn't working for me, so out the scissors, and everybody's panicking. Oh my God, you just cut that stamp. Yes, I did. I paid for it. I can alter it. Besides, it don't no matter. Okay, it's still usable as a whole even. So that's what I'm doing. We're doing red and blue and yellow. In what order? Oh, we're doing yellow. We did red, yellow, and blue. Oh yeah, it's okay. It's all cool. It's all cool in the neighborhood. So we're doing that, and I guess a lot of this I'm showing you pretty much the whole thing. I could have just showed you one. You know how I am. And this is not an real long video. I think it is less than 20 minutes, although I'm not going to swear to it because I don't remember. I've eaten dinner since I did the editing. See, you can't even tell. See, can't even tell. So now we've got our P's and Q's, and I'm going to spell out mind your. And I've got some little alpha stamps. I think they're Studio G's, back when they were $1. Okay, or maybe even less if they were on sale. So the dollar spot at the Michaels is $3 or more now. Anyway, so mind your, and then underneath it's P's and Q's. Okay, pints and quarts, or the actual letters P's and Q's, which is kind of what I really think it is. But what do I know? So I decided I want something else to go with the tag, and I thought, well, let's make some gears. And I thought, well, I don't have any rusty colored paper, cardstock. So I got out this green and some, I think that color is orange, spiced orange spice, something like that. It's Craft Smart. And I'm just smooshing it on there. I'm not being extra careful. I'm just smooshing it all over the cardstock. As you can see, it's very mottled and, you know, not 100% coverage, which is what I was looking for, because, you know, that's kind of how rust is. So did that, and then that was drying, and I die cut those with the gear die. List of ingredients in the description below the video. Click on the word more, ... more, to see more information. Okay, so here's our guy. I needed 2 halves. He's good enough size. He can be cut in half. 2-faced even. Side by side. So, got him on there. Oh, and I think I put a layer of fluid matte medium over him just to help protect him a little bit. And I was going to put the yellow measuring tape. I don't know what it is. It's numbers, y'all. It's like a measuring tape. Underneath his shoulder. And then I thought, no, I'm going to put his shoulder on top. It's going to be a pocket. Tuck spot. Pocket. So, doing each one. Kind of assembly line if you think about it. But I only did the 2. One for me and one to share. You're going to want to leave a comment. Well, maybe you're going to want to. Maybe you're not. So, there we go. Getting that glued on there. We're going to trim it. I've already inked around the tag. I'm going to have to ink that edge again on account of, see, yeah, that. Okay? Okay. Trying to stick with the same colors. I think it did pretty good. That was some kind of dyed card that I stamped the feller on. See the inspector, I think? He's inspecting the weights and measures. Okay. Had to wait, you know, a minute or 5 for the glossy accents to dry on its glasses. But y'all knew that already. Okay. As you can see, I've already die cut the gears. And I also stamped out another little stamp and used a circle punch to punch it out. It's like a seal of approval. It doesn't say that. And how come I don't have a stamp that says inspected? I don't understand. I look through my stamps and I'm like, I can't believe there's not an inspected by or inspected on date blah blah blah, or, you know, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't see it. Okay, so we're gluing them on. We're just gluing the side. You noticed that, right? Because it's a tuck spot. Now I'm gluing down his little shoulder onto the yellow card down there that's, you know, like a mini tiny short, teensy tiny short pocket tuck. See? See? Uh-huh. I knew you had to see it to believe it. So I had this thing that I got on clearance that had red, white, and blue ribbons and baker's twine, and it's got some shiny balls and, or, you know, like pom-poms kind of stuff. Anyway, I pulled that ribbon off and the baker's twine, and now we're using that for the floofle. Need a floofle on the tags. Okay, so we're doing that. I don't know if you can hear Champ. He's sleeping. Anyway, that's not me sleeping. Oh, if it was me sleeping, you better believe you'd hear it. You would know. You'd be like, oh my God, you need some help, girl. Okay, here we are tucking our stuff in. Yep. Got actually a lot of little gears going on. They're kind of hard to stick in there. So, tucking them in there. Fixing it around. got that extra little thing. I'm like, yeah, why not? Just poke it in there, it'll be all right. And then we got this, and I'm like, I don't want to cut it, but it's too long, so I'm just gonna fold it over. Yeah, that's just all I thought. I thought, well, cut it off. No, just fold it over. It's fine. Journaling spot if you happen to do that kind of thing. Okay. So we're gonna do this on the other side. I know. Riveting. It is riveting to see me tucking stuff in behind the inspector. I think he's the inspector. I don't know. He could be a conductor. I don't know what he is. I don't remember. I put the the stamp number in the description. I don't know his name. So now I'm just partially gluing that on because I don't want to glue the pocket tuck spot closed. Okay. Here's the flip-flop. Flip-flop. Try to wiggle it around so you can see how his glasses are shining. Look at all these gears. And they're green on the back. I didn't paint the back. I just painted the one side because, I was lazy, but whatever. It's so cute. I'm so happy with it. Look at that. There's the back. I since stamped my my handle on the back. Okay, here comes the other one. Look at that. Ta-da! Photo montage. I'm pretty happy with him. Okay. Yeah, I said that at the get-go, but it's still true. And yes, I don't know what kind of little red stamp that is. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's just a seal of approval. Inspection passed inspection. Okay. Anyway, you might want to leave a comment, of which I do appreciate your kind comments, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. And if you've not subscribed, I would like to take a moment to personally invite you to subscribe to this channel. Ring that bell for notifications if you have your YouTube account set up to receive said notifications. If they decide to give you notifications even. Thanks for watching and happy arting, y'all. I hope I passed inspection.